Hey everyone. It's so great to see your smiling faces and welcome you here to Phoenix, of all places. I'm excited about the sessions and the schmoozing to come and to ponder all the work that still needs to be done and to look at the challenges, both old and new, and enjoy the desert air. I mean, why wouldn't you? Each year I come out here and offer some words or a video or some shtick for you sustainability nerds. I'm a bit bored with that. Maybe you are too, so this year I'm going to try something different and new. And so my colleagues and friends and partners in crime, this year I'm going to say what I'll say in rhyme. Now, I'm not one who typically talks poetically, and I'm hoping that my words won't affect you energetically. It won't be, I promise, iambic pentameter, but at the end of the day, it won't really matter because what I'll be saying is about you and me and the work that we do and the vision that we see. By the way, those of you who know me know I often like to pace when I talk, so just think of this as poetry in motion. I won't sugarcoat things. It's a challenging time. The climate, the hate, the political slime, the fires, the floods, the occasional pandemic, the species extinction, the change is systemic. The economy's weird and our budgets are frozen, so how do we succeed in the work that we've chosen? Well, first of all, it's important that we stop and take stock of all we've accomplished, some of it hard as a rock. The small victories, the big hairy goals, the growth of our teams and our remits and roles. Of course, it's not always that easy because of the pushback and bureaucracy, so I think you may need to bushwhack. But progress still happens against all probability because that's how we roll in sustainability. That's how we roll. So let's start with scope 3, those hard-to-track gases, the ones you can't see. How much do we know about supplier emissions, and are they even using the same definitions? And how much do they know and are willing to share about what they put into the water and air? And how much exactly do they actually care about how much you'll push them, if even you dare? And scope 3 is just the start of this work. Coming up soon is a thing called scope 4. Avoided emissions they want us to measure. I can't imagine any of us getting great pleasure of measuring something that's not even real and doing it all with our typical zeal, but we'll figure out how to measure something that's not and report out faithfully whatever we've got and silence the critics and combat futility because that's how we roll in sustainability. That's how we roll amidst all the letters. There's more acronyms than a winter has sweaters. There's SASB and GFANS and ISSB. In Europe, there's EFRAG and CSRD. Here in the US, there's the good old SEC, and what they're up to is still TBD in terms of what they'll command us and when it'll be. As for TCFD, it's now just RIP. Then there's ESG, the mother of all jargon. It once ruled our world, and for that, we did bargain. But it became so fraught and so ill-defined that ESG became a political landmine. So we'll find new words with all due humility because that's how we roll in sustainability. There's lots more to cover and more consternation. Here's one small example, decarbonization. It means, of course, cutting greenhouse gases or shoving it all in some rocky crevasses. But chasing net zero and carbon neutrality is just the beginning, not some grand finality. And then there's circular, which suggests a small miracle to create a new product or service that's spherical. And while we're talking about terms of endearment, there's big changes in store for our friends in procurement. Employees and teammates, how to engage them with carrots or sticks we hope won't enrage them, and policy changes before they're too late. And shouldn't your company step up to the plate? There is no shortage of issues on which to align, but that's why you came here. Well, that and sunshine. There's a couple more thoughts I want to impart before our flagship event gets off to a start. We need courageous, audacious, contagious new action that pushes the boundaries and gets market traction. We need each of you to demonstrably show how to rethink and transform today's status quo. We need to rid ourselves of the illusion that we can be sustainable without real inclusion, and that those without viable means of support are probably not reading your new impact report. We need to flex our power in this moment and know that sometimes just listening can cause change to foment. We need new views of progress beyond incremental, and to understand that systems are not compartmental. It may all seem so daunting, a monumental task, and though if it weren't possible, I wouldn't even ask. So we've got this. We can do this. We have the ability, because, help me now, that's how we roll in sustainability. Oh, that was good. One more time, though. That's how we roll in sustainability. That was great. Some of you will not be getting a participation trophy today. Well, it's time to end this ditty and get on with the show and get on with all that you came here to know, the trends and techniques and cool new technology, the lessons we've learned about business ecology, then get back to our desks and our screens and our teams and assess how to move beyond visions and dreams and get on with the meetings and readings and counting of emissions and waste, all of it mounting, of tonnage and gallons and what's actually material and how much is technical, how much managerial, and the leverage points that each of us wields and how all this affects our shareholders' yields. It's confusing, confounding, concerning, and tiring, and amidst all this, we hope to be hiring more fresh-faced recruits we can all be inspiring and get it all done before we ponder retiring. Well, the clock on the floor here has been quietly ticking, and I promised Ms. Dillon to my time I'd be sticking. So last but not least, some love for this community that shares so generously and creates opportunity. To the veterans, the OGs, the been there and done that's, to the haggard middle managers, all you bureaucrats, to the learners, the lurkers, the thinkers, the sponges and blotters, to the teachers and mentors who swim in these waters, and to the newbies. God bless each and every one of you. And from the looks of this room, there seems to be a ton of you. All of you are part of this family and more. And with that, my friends, welcome to GreenBiz 24. Well, that happened. It is now my great pleasure to introduce a dear friend of mine, and if that's not enough of a credential, she happens to be the person responsible for this entire event. Now, I know she's probably backstage listening to me and doing, as my grandmother used to say, plotzing, saying, wait, no, it's not just me, there's this amazing team. Well, yes, there's an amazing team behind this event and everything that you are going to do here, learn, see, experience, eat, and drink, they are responsible for. But every amazing team needs an amazing leader, and we are so thrilled that she's ours. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Senior Vice President for Sustainability at GreenBiz and your host for GreenBiz 24, Dylan Siegler.